Hi, favored ones. Welcome to Soul Reflections. Today, I'd like to talk about calling, what your calling is at the present moment. Um, what I realize is, background muna. Bakit nga ba calling ang pinag-uusapan ngayon, di ba? I've had my conversation with the next Soul Talk guest last Friday. I haven't posted it yet, but the next guest will be Nilda Jonicio. And we touch on the subject of calling, what we are called to do at the present moment. And what we agreed upon is that, or what we also realized was, the calling that you have right now can shift at any time. Um, it may be we're only meant to learn something at the present moment, or we're being asked to fulfill something that would be of service to others. And when it's done, then we're called to do something else. And our calling, um, the calling at the present moment is connected to the bigger purpose in our lives. That's, syempre, definite yun, di ba? That's for sure. Whatever it is that we're doing right now, learn the lessons, enjoy it as much as you can, because you never know when you're going to be called to do something else. And always have faith that whatever it is that you're doing right now, it's all going to be part of your divine destiny, of your purpose in life. And the key here is to be aware, because we never know when the calling would end. And when we are called to do something else, we always have to listen. We always have to pray, to discern, to meditate, to do contemplations, so that we would be able to know what is the next step. Where are we being led by the Spirit? And it touches on my experiences as well, because you all know that I've been in corporate before, and there was a time when I was already called to do something else. I was called to do counseling, to do meditations, um, to do a lot of things related to healing, to uplifting, to motivation. And it was so hard for me to let go of corporate, because of the perks. Siyempre, maganda naman talaga benefits, diba, pag nasa corporate. And the corporate became my comfort zone. So it was hard to let go of corporate. But then, what I resisted will continue to persist. And when I became more aware, when I accepted that, okay, the tides are shifting and I'm already being called to do something else, when I aligned to that flow, it became easier. And after corporate, I did a lot of things kasi ang daming resistance eh. But I ended up teaching at LaSalle. And for a time, I was resisting it. But then that was the call. Then I left. I left teaching for a bit. But right now, I'm being called again to do it. So what I'm trying to say is that we have to be aware of what we are called to do, and resisting it um, won't won't serve you well, won't serve anyone well, because what we're called to do is part of the bigger purpose that we have in this life. It's part of our soul path, part of our soul calling. So it really won't work if you'll continue to resist. So the key here again is to be aware, and you can be more aware by discerning, by praying, by meditating, by contemplating. You could even journal if that's going to work for you. Kasi depende naman eh, 'di ba? Kung saan ka comfortable. I wouldn't say that it's only pure meditation. Doon mo malalaman kung ano yung doon magkakaroon ng awareness, or prayer lang talaga, di ba? We're all unique beings, and we all have different ways to be more aware. So, tap into that so that you'd be aware of what you're being called to do. Kasi, di ba, if you're aware of what you're called to do, there won't be any um, overthinking, there won't be any self doubts, there won't be any questions about it anymore. You'd find peace, you'd find clarity in what you're doing. And, once you've accepted the things that you're doing right now, and you know that it's part of being in the flow, everything will just synchronize. So, yun yung sinasabi nila na walang ka-effort kasi it's really it's really your calling. So, that's what I'd also want for you guys. Syempre, 'di ba? Um anyway, so I think I've been rambling quite enough, but thank you for tuning in, and I wish you a blessed Sunday. If this talk about awareness is resonating with you, you could send me a private message, and um, let's talk. Right? So God bless everyone. Take care.